Welcome to the tutorial and walkthrough of the 360 VR video application built here at ARTSLab. This application supports viewing of 360 videos captured across various devices, such as the Insta360 X4, X5, Pro 2, and the Antigravity A1 drone. It supports both 3D and 2D videos, along with ambisonic audio up to 4 channels. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the application, load your own video and audio, and build the application as a PCVR app for the HTC VIVE headset. You can download the entire Unity project at the ARTSLab GitHub, along with a step-by-step guideline and information PDF, links in the description below.
Before opening the project, we want to make sure your files are compatible. Export your video and audio separately. For videos, the maximum supported resolution is 6K, and the preferred format is MP4 codec H.265. For audio, it can be mono, stereo, or ambisonic audios up to 4 channels. Ambisonic audios must be encoded in ambix format. To download the Unity project, open the GitHub download link in the description of this video. Go to Downloads, Releases page. Under Assets, you'll see 2 files. The 360 Viewer app zip file, this is the Unity project folder we'll be working with, and a step-by-step PDF. This is a reference document you can use along with this video. Click on the zip file to download and extract it to a folder. Once that's done, open Unity Hub, choose Add Project from Disk, and select your extracted folder. You may be prompted to download a compatible editor version if your Unity editor is outdated. So I'm going to choose Install. And here, make sure you include Microsoft Visual Studio, Android build support, and also Windows build support in your install. Gonna hit Continue. Agree and continue. And you're just going to wait until the install is completed. Once your editor install is completed, you can open the project in your Unity Hub. Once it opens, go to File, Open Scene, and in this Assets folder, navigate to the Scenes folder, and select 360 Viewer, Open. And now, if you press play in the editor, you are able to preview the sample 360 video that comes with our project. And if you hold down right-click on your mouse, you are able to shift your perspective and view the entirety of the scene. To import your own video, go to the project window, navigate to Asset, Streaming Assets, and you can import your video into this folder by going right-click, Import New Asset, and navigate to where you stored your video on your computer. So I'm going to select my video and import. Alternatively, you can also drag and add your video into the folder. So here I can see my new video has been added to the Streaming Assets folder. And now go to Hierarchy, expand XR origin, and select Video Player. Scroll all the way down to Video Controls Script, and then Streaming Asset Video. Inside here, Streaming Asset Video name, you must type in exactly the name of the file that you just imported. So here I'm going to type in 360 video.mp4. You must include your file extension name .mp4 or whatever format that you are using. And if your video name is too long, you can always go back to the Assets folder, select your video, right-click, and then rename. After renaming it, go back to the video player and type in the new file name into the Streaming Assets video name box. Scroll up to Video Player. Under Target Texture, if you're using a 2D video like me, you can keep this at Video Render Texture. But if you're using a stereo 3D video, select this button and make sure to select the stereo video render texture if you're using a 3D video. Now go back to the Asset folder and look for the folder called Materials. So here again, if you're using a 2D video, select Video Render Texture, and if you're using a 3D video, select a stereo version. And in this box that says Size, enter your exact video resolution. Make sure to double check with your video file to make sure the resolution exactly matches. So I've imported a 5K video, so I'm going to enter my resolution here. And then you'll see two video material here. The same like the last step, if you're using a 3D video, select the stereo version. And if you're using 2D, select the 2D version. Under Base Texture, you're going to select the video render texture that you're using. So for my 2D video, I'm going to select Video Render Texture. And finally, select the skybox material in the same folder. And under Spherical HDR, select the video render texture you're using. And under Shader here, if you're using a 2D video, you can keep this at skybox. If you're using a 3D video, go down to VR. And select Stereo Shader Left Eye on top. And now if we go back to our editor window and press play, you can see that your new video has been loaded. And just the same as before, if you hold down your right click on your mouse, you're able to shift your perspective and view the entirety of the video. To import your audio, go to the Assets folder and select the Audio folder. Right-click, Import New Asset, and navigate to where you've stored your audio on your computer. So here I have an ambisonic file. So if you're using an ambisonic file, it can be up to 4 channels, and it must be encoded in the ambix format. So I'm going to select Import. And with your imported audio selected, If you're using an ambisonic audio like me, in the inspector window, make sure to select ambisonic. And here, the compression format should be Vorbis, and the quality slider should be up to 100. And click Apply. You can also see how many channels that your audio have under here in the inspector window. Once that's done, go back to Video Player. Under Audio Source, Audio Resource, select your imported audio here. So I'm going to search for my audio. And make sure you do not check the box for spatialize. And you can view your audio mixer down here. If you select Audio Mixer. And now if I press play in my editor, as you shift your perspective around in a 360 video, you'll hear the change happening in your audio as well. We'll be building our program as a Windows PCVR application, meaning it runs on your computer using its disk and GPU, then streams to the VIVE headset via VIVE Hub and SteamVR. We chose PCVR over a standalone VIVE application for two key reasons: a higher maximum resolution of 6K compared to the standalone 5K cap, and no video file size limit compared to the standalone's 2GB limit. Both advantages make PCVR superior for viewing large, high-resolution 360 videos. To build the application as a PCVR app for the HTC VIVE headset, we'll be using the HTC VIVE Focus 3 headset with the VIVE wired streaming kit and a wired streaming cable, along with your computer. First, download VIVE Hub and SteamVR, links in the description below. Open VIVE Hub, go to Settings, VIVE Streaming, Graphic Settings. If your video is 5K to 6K, set the streaming graphic preferences to Ultra. This will boost the resolution to a maximum of 3K per eye and 6K total. If your video resolution is less than 5K, you can set the preferences to Quality or Auto. VIVE Hub will restart. Select Setup Guide, Headset, and DisplayPort. And follow the step-by-step guide on your screen as you connect your headset. First, connect the converter to power source using the power adapter and the USB-C cable. Next, connect the USB connector and DisplayPort connector to your computer. You have the option to either use the USB-C adapter or the mini DisplayPort adapter. Turn on your headset. Connect the streaming cable to your headset. Make sure the L connector end is connected to your headset facing upward. and use the Velcro to secure the cable to the side of the headset. Plug the other end of the streaming cable into the converter. VIVE Hub now will detect the USB connection and the DisplayPort connection. If it fails to detect either of the connection, disconnect and reconnect the cable. Put on your headset and a pop-up window for USB options. Select VIVE Streaming. Your VIVE Hub should now display Now Streaming. The USB logo should be red, indicating that it is streaming via the DisplayPort. And your SteamVR should display Now Playing. Now open your Unity project folder. Find the subfolder called SteamVR Input. Inside, you'll find the Import folder. This is our pre-mapped controller bindings for the app. Copy the folder, navigate to Documents, SteamVR, Inputs, and paste the import folder inside the Inputs folder. Go back to your Unity editor. In Hierarchy, delete XR Interaction Simulator. Go to File, Build Profile, make sure under Platforms, Windows is active. And under Scene List, make sure 360 Viewer is selected. If you don't see the 360 Viewer scene, select Open Scene List and add Open Scene. Before selecting Build and Run, double-check to make sure that both your VIVE Hub and SteamVR are in streaming mode. And select Build and Run. Choose an output location on your computer for the application. You can use the PC build folder that comes with the project. Once the build is finished, the application will run on your computer and be streamed to the headset. Open SteamVR. Go to Settings. Under General, turn off Motion Smoothing. Go to Controller Settings. Select Manage Controller Bindings. Make sure under Active Binding it says 360 Viewer Binding, which should automatically be the case. If not, launch Steam to edit your controller bindings. When Steam launches, the menu will change. Select Custom. Choose Another. So here I have 360 Viewer Bindings as my current binding, which is correct, but you might see it showing up at the official bindings. In that case, select Activate, and make sure your current binding is 360 Viewer Bindings. Now you can close all the windows and put on your headset. You'll see your imported video playing and the UI menu of our pre-mapped controller interactions embedded in the app. Using the right controller, you can use the trigger to play or pause the video. The joystick to fast forward or to rewind. The grip button to restart the video, and the A button to hide the UI menu. To access the application in the future, Follow the above steps to make sure your headset is connected to your computer using the streaming kit and cable, and both your VIVE Hub and SteamVR are in streaming mode. Run the application file inside your Unity project folder. And you can view the app in your headset.
We hope this workshop has been beneficial to your research and practice. ARTSLab is the place where researchers and artists across disciplines can collaborate and explore new ideas. ARTSLab and CITH are here to support our community's education and accessibility to emerging technologies. If you have questions or would like to get involved, subscribe to our email list or follow us on our Instagram to stay up to date with events, workshops, and exhibitions.